Hello everybody, good afternoon, welcome back to United Red Devils 20 on TikTok. How are you guys all doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Hope you are all having a good day, and I hope you're all having an amazing Tuesday afternoon so far in the month of this week of October. We are back today with F125 with our Charles Leclerc driver career season 1 with the Scuderia Ferrari with the Tifosi. So far with Charles Leclerc and what we've done with him so far in his driver career, we are on race 6 and 7 of the season. So far in this driver career, we have got 5 wins from 5. We're on race 6 and race 7 of the 2025 Formula 1 World Championship season. We have got the Austrian Grand Prix up first in store for you guys today. We do 16 rounds instead of the whole Formula 1 race calendar. Because to be honest with you, I think 24 races is a little bit long and a little bit dramatic really to do a whole race calendar. So what we've done so far, we finished P1 in Australia, P1 in Bahrain, P1 in Imola, P1 in Monaco and P1 in Canada. My ambition and my goal is to win every single race, which I've never ever done on a Formula 1 game ever in my life. So I'm going to try and go a whole season and a whole race calendar unbeaten by finishing P1 in every single race. We lead the Drivers' Championship by 41 points to Max Verstappen. He is probably our most closest challenger and rival for the Drivers' Championship. And as for the Constructors' Championship, we have currently got I'm going to go 49 point gap to McLaren, who are currently P2 in the Constructors' standings. So we are leading with Ferrari on 174 points, McLaren on 125 points, and Red Bull on 92 points, Mercedes on 62 points. And as for Max Verstappen, he's on 84 points in the Drivers' Championship, and we've picked up 125 points out of 125. And before anyone starts, and before anyone has got any opinion about what difficulty do you race on, it's too easy, do you get bored for winning every race? We race on 60 AI difficulty, which is classed as hard. So no disrespect, I'm not changing the difficulty. I'm not changing any of the assists that I've got on my career modes either. I'm playing the game the way I want to play it. And if anyone's got a problem with that, my best advice is don't watch the stream and don't tune in. This is what we do on this TikTok community. We enjoy games, we interact with our community, and we play games the way we want to play it and the way the audience wants to see it as well. So if anyone's got any issues, please go and watch something else, because at the end of the day, I'm racing on 60 AI difficulty, and that is what we are doing on these driver careers. And I am doing 3 different driver careers. I'm not just doing 1, I'm doing 3. We're back. We've got our Lewis Hamilton career back. We're doing our Max Verstappen, and we've currently got this Charles Leclerc career, which we're doing for you today on this Tuesday afternoon. We've got 36 laps of Austria at the Red Bull Ring, which is Red Bull's home race. Obviously, Red Bull are I would say Red Bull aren't exactly challenging. I would say Red Bull probably are our main constructors' rival, but I'd probably say we are probably still massive favourites to win the Constructors. And I would say we are probably favourites to win the Drivers' Championship, and we can make it 6 wins from 6 races. That'll be a massive bonus for me today on this Tuesday afternoon. If you are new to my TikTok, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate all of your guys' support today on this Tuesday afternoon. We race on 60 AI difficulty. I'm not going to change it. I'm not changing my settings. I'm not changing my assist. I'm going to play the game the way I want to play it. And hopefully people can respect that. Because in my opinion and in my view, there is way too much judgment on the AI difficulty. People seem to give people a lot of stick about the AI difficulty that some people race on. At the end of the day, I don't go jumping into other people's live streams that play this game, and I don't go and tell them what to do and what AI difficulty I think they should be racing on. Everyone's different, everyone's got their own personal circumstances, and to be fair, everyone's got their own ability and their own skill level, so that has to be respected. And if people don't like it, I really don't give a shit. At the end of the day, we are playing the game the way I want to play it, and the way that I enjoy it. Because to be fair, this is probably one of the best games out. It's one of the best games around. So I'm going to want to enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. This is our Charles Leclerc driver career, and this is what we are doing with Charles Leclerc on F125. Trying to win the Drivers' Championship, try and win the Constructors with Ferrari, and then we will go from there. My big ambition is to stay at Ferrari for Season 2, defend the Drivers' Championship, defend the Constructors, and then hopefully, maybe in Season 3, 4 and 5, we will move to a different team to change it up a little bit, so we're not constantly in the same team every single season. And again, F125, a lot of people give a lot of people stick. A lot of people, why don't you race on that AI? It's too easy. Don't you get bored winning every race? And to be honest with you, in life, it is about winning. Was F124 as fun as F125? F124 was actually a very, very good game. F124 was a very, very good game. But in my opinion and in my view, I think F125 is a little bit better because obviously you've got the new car liveries, you've got the breaking point for each story mode, you've got driver career you can do a 2-player career, you can add icons into career if you really, really want to change up a little bit. You can change team, you have secret meetings, you have contract events. I think F125 is a little bit better, but I would still say F124, I would say, was slightly the better game out of the two. So yeah, I think F124 was a very, very good game, but I think F125 has got the slight advantage, but I wouldn't say it's got the advantage by much. But yeah, F124 was a very, very good game. Obviously, I've decided to go full-time with TikTok now. I've decided to go full-time with TikTok, so this is my career now and everything. So yeah, like, I hope you guys enjoy the content that I provide all of you guys. Massive shout out to everybody in the live chat, and if you are new, smash that like button, please give me a follow. Would really, really appreciate all your guys' support today on this Tuesday afternoon. We've got the Austrian Grand Prix up first for you today, which are currently on at the Red Bull Ring, and we've also got the British Grand Prix in store for you guys today as well on this live stream on this Tuesday afternoon. And again, I'm not going to accept, oh, can you change the difficulty? Can you take the assists off? Can you change the game up because it gets boring? I'm playing the game the way I want to play it, and I'm not going to change anything for anyone because everybody is different. Everybody plays the game in a different way. So that has got to be respected, and I'm not going to take, oh, it's too easy, change the AI, it's boring to watch. At the end of the day, people don't have to watch the stream if they don't want to watch it. Like, it's completely up to them if they tune in or not. But I'm not going to keep, you know, getting blasted for the AI difficulty. Like, we race on 60. This is about the level that I feel most comfortable on. And to be fair, in my defence, I actually did 110 AI race the other night in Monaco when I wasn't streaming. And to be honest with you, it was way too difficult. So I am never, ever, ever going to be trying to challenge myself on 110 AI ever again. It is impossible to overtake. It is impossible to challenge the other drivers in front of you. And to be honest with you, it's not really fun when you're stuck in the same position for God knows how many laps, trying to overtake drivers that are in a better position than you on track. It is very, very boring. Like, honestly, I find it incredibly boring to watch 110 AI. It's alright, Jack, no worries, buddy. It's alright, mate. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a good day and everything. Thanks for tuning in. It's alright, honestly, it's all good. It's not always possible to tune in every day, honestly. It's all good. Because all my content does get uploaded to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has got all this content on, so if you miss anything, just go and check out my YouTube channel, which is in my TikTok bio. Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. Yeah, I'm all good. Hope you're all good and everything as well. Mass shout out to Jack in the live chat as well. Yeah, everything is all good so far. Today's going all right so far. A little bit tired, but I'm okay in general. Just a little bit tired today. But yeah, everything is all good here. Hope you're having a good day and everything. I hope everybody's having an amazing week so far. Hope everybody's having a really, really good week. But yeah, we're racing on 60 AI difficulty, and that is the level that I'm going to be sticking to. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to be changing anything for anyone now because this is the way I want to play this game. So yeah, if anybody doesn't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. Personal preference. And again, I would say on this game, it is about personal preference. Like, if you want to race on a certain AI difficulty, that's up to you. Don't let others dictate the way you should be playing computer games and stuff. Just play the game the way you want to play it. Because that's what it should be about. And also, it should be about enjoying yourself, because a lot of people take games way too seriously, and it's like, it's just a computer game. Like, don't take it too seriously. It's just a game at the end of the day, and there's bigger things to think about than bloody computer and console games, to be honest with you. And we are on about staying at Ferrari for Season 2. I am rejecting every contract event that I get, and every secret meeting that I'm being offered as well. I am actually rejecting them, because I do want to stay at Ferrari. So do you not find it boring winning every race? Not really, because in life it is about winning, and it is about being the best, in my opinion. If you want to win, you've got to be the best, and you've got to, you know... I don't find it boring. When am I playing FC26 next? Well, we played some FC26 yesterday. We finished off Season 1. We won the Premier League, we won the Carabao Cup. So Season 2 will be on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday we'll be back with FC26 career mode. It'll be on Thursday. And no, I don't actually find this boring.
Tyre
to be fair, in
still
life,
looking
it is
good.
about winning, and it is about being the best. So I don't find it boring winning every race, because I think, to be honest with you, a lot of people say, oh, it's about taking part. Everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a gold star. Everybody gets a sticker. I'm sorry. That mentality absolutely stinks. Like, I'm sorry. If you want to be the best, you've got to win. It is about winning. Like, in the Premier League, I don't see Man City, Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham sitting there in the Premier League. Oh, we're only here to take part. Everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a gold sticker. No, I'm sorry. This is about winning and about being the best. But that's only my opinion. That's only my view. And I respect everybody, what they say. I respect everyone's views. I respect everybody's opinions. But I think slightly different. I think if you want to be the best, you've got to aim to be the best. I think trying to take part is just, yeah, it's not me.
That was
really.
the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
I think especially in sports days as well. Oh, everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a sticker. No, the winner's the winner. Like, if you want to be the best, you've got to win.
Okay, Charles, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one.
I don't
Let's
see
go.
professional football clubs saying, oh, we're only here to take part. Oh, we're only here to get up. Everybody's a winner. No. I think you've got to be in sport to be the best. If you are new to my TikTok, smash the like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate it. If you want to be the best, you've got to put the effort in. So that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm not here just to take part. I'm not here just to, thank you for the follow, by the way, very much appreciated. I'm not just here to take part. I'm not just here, oh, everybody's a winner. No, I'm here to win. And that is what life, I think, should be about. I think life nowadays is, in my opinion, oh, everybody's a winner, everybody's here to take part. No, they're not. They're here to win. And it's in every single sport. Formula 1, football, cricket, tennis. You're not here
Great
just
stuff,
to
mate.
take
You
part.
hit the target
You
well
are here
there.
to
Nice
win.
one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
I just think slightly. I just think slightly different. I just think slightly different. Like, I'm just, I'm here to win on games. I'm not here to finish second, third, fourth, fifth. I'm here to win. I'm not here just to sit here and just be bored. Like, if you want to be the best, you've got to aim for the stars, really. So it's only my opinion. It's only my
Tyre
view.
wear
But,
rates are lower than we
I hope that can
expected.
be
Stay out a
respected.
little longer if you can.
Because confirmed change.
Copy that.
Well, we are boxing on apparently lap 21, so we're going pretty long on the hard tyres, which is an interesting strategy, I suppose. I mean, the hard tyres should last quite a few laps, to be honest. So, if we are pictured to come out in about P11 if we pit between laps 21 and 22. So, we're going pretty long on these hard tyres, to be fair. So. which again is an interesting strategy, but again the hard tyres do last, so.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.2 seconds.
Yeah, to be fair, we've actually got the assists on for the braking and stuff, but I am on controller. I am on an Xbox wireless controller, and so I have got brake assist on, but I am still manually using the brakes on the controller itself still. So I'm not just using the brake assists. I'm also still using the manual brake on my controller itself. So I have got the assists on, which I find is a lot more comfortable for me. And I hope that can be respected. Because again, I don't race on wheel, I don't race on pedal, I race on controller. And to be fair, I use controller on every single game that I play, so. If you are new to my TikTok, give me a follow, smash the like button, would really appreciate your guys' support. And every bit of content that if you guys miss or you can't always tune in, if you go and check out my YouTube channel, which is in my TikTok bio, go and check that out, because any content you missed, we save straight after the stream's finished, and we upload it to my YouTube channel straight after. So if you guys miss anything, just go and check out the content on YouTube, because this stream will be on there later on. So yeah. That's what we've started to do now, and we also upload highlights of my content now as well. So any highlights that we get on games on TikTok or highlights that I edit also get uploaded to my YouTube channel as well. But again, like I said, I'm not here to just compete. Like, I'm here to win. Like, I'm here to be the best driver on the game. So. And that's what I'm aiming for, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should be applauded for trying to be the best. You should be applauded for it. To be honest, I can't really see these tyres last until lap 21. It's a long strategy, I tell you that. It's a long strategy. And we are upgrading the R&D as well, by the way. We are upgrading the current R&D package on the Ferrari. So any resource points that we get, or we go through practice 1, 2 or 3 with, we are using straight away to upgrade the car. So I'm not just letting the car suffer. So I think this is why we are pretty quick, because the car is being upgraded on every department. So that's the aerodynamics, the chassis, the powertrain. Everything is being upgraded, so, and that is by fast simulating all the practice sessions, because to be fair, I do find jumping in the car on the practice sessions is pretty pointless, to be honest with you. I think the practice sessions are very boring, so I just fast simulate them instead of having to jump into the car. I find it a lot easier, to be honest. And it saves a lot of time. It does save a lot of time doing the practice sessions by jumping in the car itself. But again, that's just me. Everybody's different, which I really respect. So if you want to do the practice sessions, that's absolutely fine. I just do fast simulation and don't jump in the car itself and just go from there, basically. And to be fair, like you've also got hello to everybody in the live chat. How are you guys doing? If you're new to my TikTok, smash the like button. Please give me a follow. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Hello to everybody that's new in the live chat. Hope you're all having a good day. And thank you for tuning in and obviously giving up your time. Hope everybody, is having a good week so far and stuff. Massive shout out to everybody. And thank you for your support this year, guys. It's been amazing. I am just going to keep an eye on the power. I am going to keep on the components on the engine again. Like, the only thing with this game is you are having to upgrade the parts quite a lot. You are having to change the components on the car quite a bit for the internal combustion engine, the MGUK, the gearbox, the traction control, the MGUH. I am finding I'm having to change that quite a lot every 3 or 4 races because the components do wear quite a bit. So I am just keeping an eye on the internal combustion engine again because that is on, what, 53%? And the MGUH is on like 49. So, yeah, I am just keeping an eye on that to see if that lasts. Because, again, I would hate to have to change a component again when we've literally... Was it Canada we changed the components? Was it Canada that we had to change it? So it's a little bit worrying that, you know, those component levels of the wear percentage goes up quite a bit every 3 or 4 races. And I don't do a 16 race calendar. I said that wrong. We don't do a full race calendar. We don't do 24 out of 24 races. We only do 16. So, yeah. I think doing 24 can become very, very tiring. So I decided just to do 16 instead, which I just find a lot easier because you can actually get rid of tracks that you don't want to race on or you don't find entertaining. So out of all the 24 races, the 16 that you can pick is quite cool because you can pick your favourite tracks on the calendar that you want to race on instead of having to do the full race calendar. And again, I think doing a full race calendar just gets too tiring after a while, because you're racing on the same track every single bloody season.
Gap to your teammate behind, 14.8 seconds.
Change the order of the calendar up a bit. I mean, that's a lot more entertaining then. And if you could make a track in a country that's never had a track, what tracks would it be based off? That's a very good question, Shay. That's a very, very good question. I'd like to see a Grand Prix in South Africa. I'd love to see a South African Grand Prix.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
South Africa, I'd like a track. There is rumours about having a race in that country, which I would like to happen. What other countries do they not have a race at? So I'd say South Africa for now, because I actually like the country South Africa. So I would probably love a South African Grand Prix. It's something different. It's something new. So I would say South Africa for now. I would like a track on, or to have a race in that country. So yeah, I'd go for South Africa because I love the continent. I love that country, and to be fair, when it hosted the World Cup, it was absolutely fantastic. So I would probably say South Africa. I mean, there's plenty of other countries. What other countries don't have a Grand Prix? You have to go through the whole list. I would like a Turkish Grand Prix back on the calendar. I'd probably say Malaysia. I'd like to see Portimao for Portugal come back. But yeah, I'd probably say South Africa because having a track there would inspire a lot more F1 followers and get a lot more people into the sport. Not saying that F1's already a big sport and there's a lot of people into it, but it would bring a new dynamic of people to the sport. So
let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I would like a track on and then go from there and see what other tracks F1 could bring in.
Okay, Charles, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
Copy.
And obviously there is rumours they are bringing a South African Grand Prix back. There is rumours of it happening, we just don't know when exactly. If South Africa was introduced, do you think it would be the start of the calendar, start of the calendar, or would it be at the start of the calendar? It probably depend on the time difference. It would probably depend on the time difference because it would be quite a big difference in time from, say, in the UK and then South Africa. So it would depend on, I think it would depend on the time difference. So I would probably say if they were to bring South Africa in, it would probably be near the start of the calendar. But again, you've got to think about what time of the year they would want the race in as well, because if you were to have it in the summer, it would be absolutely boiling. So thank you for the follow, by the way, very much appreciated. Welcome, my friend. Please smash that like button, everybody. We'd really, really appreciate it.
Lewis is in the pits now.
It depends on what type of year they would want the race on and what type of weather they would want the race in. and it depends where they would fit the race on the. I would probably say it would be near the start, like Australia and Bahrain. I'd probably try and get it in between the two. Obviously, depending on the time difference, the type of year, and obviously the type of weather it's got over there at that time of year. So a lot would depend on the weather, the time of the year, and the time difference. Because I think if it was to start over in South Africa, I don't think the race would start at least till like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'd basically say, but that's only a guess. That's only a guess estimation. So yeah, it'd be interesting, but I would like a South African Grand Prix. But then again, I would like Portimao back on the calendar. I would like Turkey back on the calendar. There's quite a few Grand Prix that I miss being on that track. That I would like the French Grand Prix to come back. I would like the German Grand Prix to come back. There's a lot of races that calendar I feel is lost without. Like, they've got rid of Imola. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't agree a new contract for Imola. So that Grand Prix I think is going to be massively, massively missed next season. So yeah, again, for example, they've got 2 Spanish Grand Prix next season, which makes utterly no sense. We've got the new street circuit in Madrid, but yet you've still kept the Barcelona circuit, which I don't really understand. You don't really need 2 Spanish Grand Prix, just have one or the other. We race on 60 AI difficulty. That's what we do on our driver careers. We do it on Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and on Max Verstappen. And to be honest with you, I am going to make a confession. I have done a 110% AI difficulty race off stream, so I didn't stream it. I found 110 way too difficult, so I'm just sticking with what I'm comfortable with. Even though I did challenge myself and I did go for it, I just found 110 way too difficult. And I hope that can be respected, because obviously I did go and challenge myself to see what it was like. I just found it too difficult for me. But yeah, we race on 60. Tell you what, a Grand Prix in South Korea would yeah, a Grand Prix. There's plenty of countries they could have a Grand Prix in. There's plenty of countries they could have a Grand Prix. Like Malaysia, South Africa, South Korea. There's plenty of countries they could have a Grand Prix at, but it's obviously due to the time difference, the time of the year, and the type of weather they would have at that time of the year if that race was to go ahead. They have to take a lot. They have to take a lot into account: the weather, the time of the year, and the time difference before any Grand Prix gets added onto the calendar. But yeah, like, there's no need for 2 Spanish Grand Prix. Like, I get the Spanish Grand Prix is very, very popular, granted, but you don't need 2 on the same calendar next season. Like, you don't need 2. Just, it's either one or the other, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I wonder why they thought Madrid would be a good idea. Well, exactly, because there was rumours that the Barcelona
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums,
and replaced by the Madrid one. But they've got 2 Spanish Grand Prix on the same calendar for next season, and I just don't understand why. Again, it could be down to motivation of money. It could be down, a big factor in this is all about money again, which we all know F1 is about, don't we, to be honest. F1 is all about bloody money all the time. So I think one factor is money. One factor is money. And I think knowing how much money it does bring into the sport on those race days, they couldn't really drop Barcelona. So I wonder that is why they've got 2 races on one calendar in the same country. It could be down to money, in my opinion, but that's just me. If you are new to my TikTok, by the way, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. We really appreciate your guys' support today on this Tuesday afternoon. I thank you to everybody that's tuning in and watching. And if you do miss any of this content, it does get uploaded to my YouTube channel in the evening time of the next morning, when we upload, once it downloads. So this content does get uploaded to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice
work. How long
until
until Lewis Hamilton retires? Good question. I think Lewis Hamilton, obviously I think Ferrari made a mistake signing him. Like, me and my parents have had a discussion about Lewis Hamilton plenty of times, and we've all said Ferrari made a massive mistake signing him. Obviously, again, you're not gonna I don't know what year he will retire, but they made a mistake signing him. Lewis should have never gone to Ferrari because they're not going to win. They're not going to win any races anytime soon. Like, Leclerc's gone over a year without winning for Ferrari now, so that's a big problem. So I think Lewis Hamilton has got to seriously consider what to do in his future. I think Lewis Hamilton has seriously got to consider what is best for him, for the sport, and I'd probably say for his life, because he's not going to win in that car. Like, that Ferrari has got big problems, and if they don't fix it, it's only going to get a lot worse. So I think Lewis has got a big decision.
Okay,
and if he has a bad season next season and it goes wrong like it has this season, then I think he needs to call it quits. Like, again, what I would say about it, if anybody's ever watched the Cars 3 Disney Pixar film, remember at the start of that film that Lightning McQueen had that really bad crash, and basically his racing days are slowly but surely coming to an end, because the more races he does, the more damage he's going to do to himself. And I think Lewis Hamilton is in the same position. The more races he does, the more damage he's going to do to his career, because obviously he's probably been figured out now. And like Toto Wolff said, everybody's got a shelf life. And again, I thought that was a bit of a bad comment he made. But again, looking at it on hindsight, he probably was right. He probably was right, saying, do you know what? He ain't going to be going on forever.
Don't forget, box this lap.
Stuff like that. So I think if Lewis Hamilton has a bad end to the season, which he has had every race, because he's not finished in the top 3 except for the Chinese Grand Prix sprint race, if he has a bad season next season and it goes wrong even more, then I think he's got to call it quits. I think he's got to do the best for him and his career, because he's not going to win competitively again, I don't think. I mean, it would be a bloody miracle if he did. It would be a miracle if Lewis Hamilton does start winning races again. But in that Ferrari,
strategy complete.
I wouldn't trust it to happen.
Through to the end now.
Exactly, and still would have had a good career. Exactly, because he is a 7-time world champion, so he's had an amazing career. He needs to realise that there's not much more he can actually do in the sport. There's not much more he can actually do. So I think realistically, again, go and watch the Cars 3 Disney Pixar film. Go and watch that crash Lightning McQueen had. Like, you're only going to do more damage to yourself the more you carry on. Like, his racing days were numbered in the third film. Like, his racing days were numbered. And I feel like it does kind of show where Hamilton is in his career. It does show where it is. Look at Alonso, though. Who cares? No one to suspicion his career because he's still racing. Exactly, which is a very good point Jack has made in the live chat. Jack's made a very good point and a very good contribution to the live chat. Look at Alonso, though. Who cares? No one diminishes his career because he's still racing. Exactly. But I think we're just talking about the realistic chances of Hamilton ever winning a championship or actually ever winning a race again. Like, I don't see him lasting much longer at Ferrari. I just don't see it. I think it was a mistake. I don't know why Ferrari signed him. Like, what were they trying to get out of it? Because, no disrespect.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
It's gone downhill. It's gone massively downhill. So, again, I would say for Lewis Hamilton to benefit him. Yeah, exactly. Vinny just said it was a gamble. Vinny's absolutely right. It was a massive gamble, which unfortunately has massively not paid off. Ferrari took a risk. You do have to take risks in life. You do have to take risks, which is granted. And again, he said Hamilton's not looked right since 2021,
no tyre concerns
which again
at the moment,
I think
just
is
focus on the driving.
bang on. Since he lost that 8th championship, which he thought he won, it's gone downhill. I think Vinny's absolutely hit the nail on the head there. It's not gone right since 2021. So, I think Vinny's absolutely right. I think Vinny is absolutely right. It's not gone right since he lost that championship, has it? I think realistically he thought he had it won. I think Hamilton thought he had it won, but unfortunately he didn't. Oh, come on, Liam Lawson,
Okay,
mate.
Lewis is in for his stop. Okay, Charles, we need to save some
Do you
ERS,
think deep down
so let's use all the
2021
techniques you know about to charge it up.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And that is a question I can't answer. Only Lewis would be able to tell us that himself. If you are new to my TikTok and you're watching, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate your guys' support today. You've all been amazing so far in the live chat. So thank you to everybody that contributes with comments and conversations. You're all fantastic people. I think since he lost that championship, it's just gone downhill. And I don't think it's improved. I think, again, you can be stuck in that cycle of shit, I should have won that championship, we had it took from us, we were robbed. And in hindsight, he probably was robbed of it. But Verstappen was on the scene every race against him. Verstappen was always on the scene. So, do you think Lewis will stay in F1 post-retirement? No. I don't think he will. I think he will explore other avenues in his life to go and do something different to get out of the cycle of motorsport. Even though he's been such a big contribution to it, and he's won 7 world championships, I think the best thing for him to do is to get out of that headspace and go and do something else with his career and his life. I mean, I don't know what these racing balls are doing. Like, you're under blue flag conditions and you're not moving out the fucking way. Like, move. Like, you're getting blue flags. Can you get these racing balls out of my way? Like, they're deliberately holding me up. Yeah, I think Hamilton needs to get out of that headspace. I don't think it's going to benefit him carrying on. I really, really don't. I don't think it's going to benefit him whatsoever. But again, that's only me. Like, everybody else could, have a different take, have a different view and opinion, which I totally respect. But in my opinion, my view, Ferrari made a mistake. They took a gamble. It didn't pay off. Ferrari are probably regretting it. And to be honest with you, they've given him 60 million a year contract. So again, a lot of money Ferrari have chucked away. I think Max could leave Red Bull, but that's probably the next big track. Yeah, again, I think Vinny's hit the nail on the head there. Max Verstappen will be the next biggest move in F1, and I think that's probably going to be it. I can't really see any other driver moving team. Now, I think Max will leave Red Bull at some point. I think if he has a bad season next season and he doesn't win the championship this season, then Max Verstappen has seriously got to consider getting out of that team, getting out of that environment and going to do something new with his career. And the only option I think we all know is going to happen, it will be at Mercedes. We race on controller.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Follow,
smash that like button. Would really appreciate guys' support, and thank you for all tuning in today. Yeah, I think Vinny's absolutely made some very good points. Like, Max Verstappen will be the next biggest driver transfer in the sport. It will be the next biggest driver transfer ever. Because he needs to get out of Red Bull. He needs to get out of that environment. That team is not healthy. The difficulty is actually on 60. Like I said, I've already explained why we race on 60 at the start of the stream. This is the level that I feel most comfortable on. And we have tried 110 AI race off stream, and I did find it incredibly, incredibly difficult. I've tried 110 and it wasn't for me. Could you see Lewis Hamilton becoming a Toto Wolff and managing a team? I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. I'm not 100% sure if he will or not. Lewis gambled to Mercedes in 2013. So I missed that comment then. Lewis gambled to Mercedes in 2013 was understandable because he was early in his career. To be fair, it is actually on 60. The difficulty is actually on 60, and people have seen it for themselves. The difficulty is on 60. Again, I don't understand why I've got to keep clarifying the difficulty. It's like it's every time you play F1. Like, it's on 60 AI difficulty. It's at the level that I feel comfortable with. I've already tried 110. I've already tried it. Red Bull to go for the 5th championship once Max leaves. Well, I think once Max Verstappen leaves, Red Bull will fall apart. Red Bull will fall apart. Well, if people don't want to watch it, people don't have to watch it. Like, you guys decide to tune in and watch. Like, this is the level that I feel most comfortable. And I've already done a race on 110 AI off stream. Like, I've already tried 110, and it's too difficult. Like, people have to respect that. Like, it's just a game. I think Lewis should have stayed at Mercedes. No, I meant 5th in the standings. Yeah, I think if Max ever leaves Red Bull will end up falling further and further behind everyone else, because they won't have the elite driver anymore. They won't have their elite driver that they absolutely rely on week in, week out, because they don't give a shit about Yuki Tsunoda, do they? So, and again, they're going to drop Yuki, aren't they? They are going to drop him. So, again, another driver that's been damaged by the Red Bull career. They should be building a car that suits both their driving styles. And unfortunately, they don't give a shit. They're right up Verstappen's ass, I'm afraid. Look, if I was Max Verstappen's teammate, I'd be fuming. I'd be like, right, build me a car that I can compete in. Don't fucking be kissing that guy's ass week in, week out. Will Yuki leave F1 next year? No. I think Yuki Tsunoda will still be in the sport somewhere. I just don't know where. I think the most possible option for Yuki... Well, I thought he would go to Alpine, but Alpine are going to confirm Colin Pinto in the next 10 days, aren't they? He's going to be staying there with the team for next season, so... It ain't going to be Alpine. I think the only realistic chance Yuki's got... Red Bull, ever since Ricciardo II, have been awful. Exactly. Completely agree. Vinny's absolutely right. They have been absolutely awful since Ricciardo left. Every teammate that's gone into that team, Perez, Lawson, Tsunoda, no matter what driver you put in that Red Bull, it's going to fail. Really, I thought Paul Allen would, but Colin Pinto's going to get confirmed in the next 10 days by Alpine. He's going to get confirmed in the next 10 days. So I think in my opinion, I think the next big star for Red Bull is F2 driver that is moving to RB for the second team. Oh yeah, that Limbold, yeah. I think Founder Fox is absolutely right. That Limbold is going to be racing for Racing Bulls next season. Is going to be the next big thing. I mean, to be fair, would you put Limbold in the second Red Bull seat? Because he did perform well in practice 1, didn't he? He got P6. Arvin Limbold, yeah, exactly. Would you put him in the Red Bull instead? Would you put him in the second Red Bull seat, considering in P1, in practice 1, he got P6, and that was his debut in that car? Like, would you give him the second Red Bull seat instead of giving it to Yuki or Isaac Hadjar? Because I tell you what, if he was to do it again in another practice session, and he finishes in the top 5 or 6, I think Red Bull have got a big problem, because obviously I think they'll go for Isaac Hadjar. I still think they'll get Hadjar anyway. Potentially, he did beat Yuki in practice 1. There's potential in the kid. Exactly. And you know what? He could challenge Verstappen. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Very much appreciated. If you guys are watching, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate the guys' support. He did beat Yuki in practice 1. He's got plenty of potential. Yeah, I tell you what, Vinny, you've making some very, very good points today, mate. You're making some very, very good points, which I completely agree with. I tell you what, if Limbold keeps this up, then I tell you what, if I was Red Bull, forget Hadjar, forget Yuki Tsunoda, just give Limbold the seat. Let someone younger go up against Max and show him that it's not just going to be about him. They need a younger driver who's got youth and age on his side and plenty of potential already in him to go and challenge Verstappen in a team that has been massively reliant on one driver, and the second driver's always suffered. So I would give Limbold the seat. I would actually do it, but you know what? We'll scrap the plan. We're not having Yuki. We're not having Hadjar. Let's give it to Limbold and keep Hadjar and Lawson in the Racing Bulls. Let's take a risk and see if it works. Tyre condition
still looking good.
Maybe Arvin Limbold is the next future #1 driver. They did it when Max was young. Exactly. They did. They did. That was very true. The fact Max can still win the title is crazy to me. Oh yeah, I know, right? Especially how tight it is between Lando and Oscar now. It's literally only 1 point. It's literally only a 1 point deficit now. I'm going to stand by my opinion, what I've been saying for weeks, and everybody knows what I've been saying. It's going to go down to the last race of the season. both drivers are going to be level on points. Last lap, winner takes all. I think we will see a repeat of 2021. I think we're going to see a repeat of Max versus Lewis. I think that's what's going to happen. Max is 36 points behind Oscar. That is true. And if Max does win in Brazil and he wins the sprint, that's 33 points. So he's out within 3 of Oscar, depending if Oscar scores points in the race and the sprint itself. So I tell you what, this champion, I still can. Why are you playing on easy, says Dave. Dave, we're not playing on easy, mate. We're playing on 60 AI difficulty. This is on hard difficulty. This is on 60. Like, I don't understand what people expect on F1 25 sometimes. I really struggle to understand. And then again, if you look at Oscar and Lando, there's only 1 point between both drivers. So, I tell you what, it's going to go not with a 17-second lead. 40-second gap is so difficult. That 10-second penalty Lewis Hamilton got was a joke. Yeah, very, very true. Like, if people don't want to watch a live stream, just go and watch something else. Like, why can't people just respect that other people race on different AI difficulties? Like, Lando's statement with a 30-second win, it was a cruise. Oh yeah, that Grand Prix was pointless. That Grand Prix was so boring. I'm not going to lie, that Grand Prix was fucking boring as hell. No one challenging Lando. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The only interesting part of the race was the start. Exactly. The only interesting part of the race was the start of it. Yeah, completely agree. Right, it's on 60 AI difficulty. Like, I shouldn't have to keep going backwards and forwards with the AI difficulty. Everybody races on a different AI difficulty. Why can't people just respect it?
Green flag.
The thing is, for F1, they close up and then change the regulations. Exactly. Well, I can't show you the difficulty until we get back to the main lobby bit. I can't show you the AI difficulty mid-race. It doesn't show it. I fell asleep halfway through the race. I fell asleep from lap 1. It was that boring. Some of the Grand Prix are just so pointless to watch because there's no one competing. Like, the only close battle they had was bloody Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, and then they brought the VSC out. That was the most interesting battle on track. Apart from that, what else was there? It was one of the best of the season. No, it wasn't. I mean, lap 1. Lap 1 was the most interesting bit of the race, and that was about it. Apart from that, it was boring. In my opinion, but I respect what you're saying. I respect people's views and I respect your opinions. But in my opinion, and in my view, the best part about that race was lap 1 and then it fell off a cliff. As soon as Lando was in the lead, you know he was winning. Exactly. He had over a 30-second bloody lead. It's not like his engine was going to blow up. Like, it was a pointless Grand Prix. Like, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix was pointless. Monza was pointless. Singapore was pointless. You know, Mexico was pointless because the lead some of these drivers have got is boring. And then people say, oh, well, you do it on F1 25. Yeah, it's a computer game. I hate to say, but the only race why Monaco is the most... Oh, yeah, Monaco's boring as well because there's no overtaking spots.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
There's no overtaking spots. Honestly, if it was me, half these Grand Prix would be scrapped. If it was me, half these Grand Prix would have been gone a long time ago. If I was in charge of that race calendar, some of those Grand Prix would have been off in a heartbeat. China, Japan, I'd get rid of. China and Japan, I'd get rid of. Miami, I would get rid of. Monaco I'd probably get rid of. There's no overtaking. There's no overtaking spots on half those tracks. The only reason Lando had such a large lead was because of Ferrari's strategy. Well, Lewis Hamilton should have been given a 10-second penalty, so he did gain an advantage, and Max Verstappen should have been punished as well. But unfortunately, the FIA absolutely kissed Red Bull's and Max Verstappen's ass cheeks, unfortunately, and didn't give him the penalty, even though he went off track and also gained a massive advantage, and he deliberately drove into Hamilton as well.
Management, incredible.
Yeah, I also agree with the Leclerc thing. Yeah, I think you're also right with Leclerc. Leclerc also went off track and gained an advantage. The only thing with Leclerc, he let Lando Norris back through. So that's probably why he didn't get given a penalty, because he let Lando Norris back through, because he went off track also. So that's probably why Leclerc got off. Even though he went off track and gained an advantage, he had to let Norris back through. So if Leclerc didn't let him back through and stayed in front of Norris, then he would have been given a penalty. Imagine if Horner was stood at Red Bull, he'd be protesting anything.
Exactly. On their podium, but only ever one right at the top.
If you're new to my TikTok, smash that like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate the guys' support.
And who gets
Look, I'm glad we're getting into a debate. I'm glad we're all able to talk and respect each other's opinions. Like, that's what the main thing should be about. Just respect everybody's views and opinions, get into a conversation, get into a debate, and we can all talk. This is what I like. We don't always have to agree. We can always disagree with people's opinions and views, but at least we respect it. I wish F1 cars all had the same engine, same car, and the best drivers win. Exactly. They should do what they do for F2. They should get all the same engines from F2 into the F1 cars, and let everybody compete and fight it all out. That would be a lot more fun, a lot more interesting. But we don't want to do that. It's because the FIA and Formula 1 absolutely kiss a load of those drivers' asses, apparently. And they kiss a lot of those teams' asses as well. That's a big problem. That's one of the main issues in F1. The FIA kiss a lot of asses in that sport. But you know, you've had McLaren dominance and Red Bull dominance, Mercedes dominance and Ferrari dominance. Exactly. I hope the regulation changes. What I hope's not going to happen with obviously the rumoured Mercedes engine next season. What I would hate to see, if they've got the best car and the best engine for next season, what I don't want to see week out, George Russell wins, Antonelli wins, Russell wins, Antonelli wins, Russell wins, Antonelli wins. Yes, they're going to have the best rumoured car and the best engine, but I don't want Mercedes winning every fucking race next season, because that will then become massively, massively boring. I'm sorry, I think that would become extremely, extremely boring. Look at Lewis, we all know the stewards can't stand him potentially. Exactly. But then they also protect Verstappen as well. And they protect Red Bull, because they know if Red Bull and Verstappen start moaning, the FIA get it in the bullet from them. Sorry about that. I've got some really weird fucking numbers ringing me. That number should have been blocked. Sorry about that. I hate where people seem to get your number from. Right, and before we start, we are going to show the difficulty, because I've got people moaning about me. What's the difficulty on? It's on easy. No, it's not. Right, there's the difficulty. It's on 60. And I'm not changing the AI difficulty. I am racing on what I enjoy racing on and enjoy playing the game on. I'm not changing the difficulty. I'm not changing the AI difficulty. I've explained it once, twice, 3 times a lady. Like, I'm not explaining it again. That's the AI difficulty. If people don't want to watch, don't watch it. Right, Anyway, let's get back to actually what's the most important thing, is actually focusing on the game and enjoying it. Right, I can't actually upgrade any parts on the car, which is a big problem. I've not got enough R&D points. Which is a big problem. 2021 best season with a disappointing end to it due to stupid mistake. Exactly. Completely agree with you on that. Right. We need to upgrade the car. We haven't got enough resource points. We're going to have to absolutely blast the practice sessions. That's the only way we're getting these resource points. This is one way to avoid actually jumping in the car. This is one way to avoid jumping in the car. What are your thoughts about the VSC for the last lap? Was it uncalled for? Yeah, I actually agree with you. That I agree with you on. That VSC was absolutely pointless beyond belief. That last 2 or 3 laps battle between Verstappen and Leclerc got wiped out because of a pointless VSC. Especially where Sainz's car was nowhere in near of danger or a hazard on track. I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you. We're both on the same page. That VSC was pointless. It ruined the last 2 lap and a half battle between Leclerc and Verstappen. It ruined that battle. Because that was the only battle on track the whole fucking race. Again, I'm sorry, but F1 is getting boring. When certain teams start dominating it week in, week out, it gets beyond boring. Like, you think to yourself, just turn it freaking off. Just turn the race off. It's pointless sometimes watching the F1. It is pointless because what are you achieving out of boring races? Why is this keep failing? Thank you. Yeah, that VSC was uncalled for. I do agree. I think that VSC was stupid. Like, the only battle on track, the whole race was between Max and Charles, and that was it. Apart from that, what else did that race offer? What else did that race actually do? Boring racing. Even Vettel, no one really gave him a run for his money when he was dominant. Exactly, because Sebastian Vettel was prime elite level. I wish they would add Sebastian Vettel into this game. I would love to do a Sebastian Vettel driver career. That is one of the main reasons I got into Formula 1, was because of Sebastian Vettel. He was my favourite driver back in the day. I'm not surprised Oscar's lost the championship lead. Yeah, I think Oscar's bottled it. I'm afraid I think Oscar's only got himself to blame. He's made too many mistakes. Yeah, Mark Webber was class 2, says Ross. Yeah, Mark Webber was a fantastic driver. I agree on that. Mark Webber was a fantastic racing driver. I completely agree with you on that. If you are new to my TikTok, give me a follow. Smash that like button. Would really appreciate your guys' support. And thank you to everybody that's tuned in today as well. Mass shout out to everybody. And we're not always going to agree on opinions. We're not always going to agree on the views. I'm not here to get into arguments with people or rows or shouting matches. I'm here just to have a debate, have a chat with everybody. You know, try and enjoy having a good conversation, because that's what it should be about opinion and view and respecting it. If it wasn't for Sanderford, Lando would have been running away with it. That is a very good point AJ's just made. Yeah, that's very, yeah. He would have been a lot more points in front as well. He would have been a lot more points in front in the championship as well. He would have been massively in front, because that Zandvoort DNF has cost him really, but he is leading the championship by a point. Let's not take anything away from Lando. He is leading the championship by a single point. So, you know, anything's possible. Anything is still possible. But I still think I'm going to stick by my theory. Lando, Oscar, Max is going to go down to the last race of the season. All three drivers are level on points. Last lap hurrah for all three of them. Winner takes all. Let's have a race battle. Yeah, credit to Lewis and Lando for Lando. Credits to Lewis and Alonso for racing in their 40s. Yeah, I think it will be all three. I agree with you on that. I think it will be all three as well. I think it's going to go down to the last race of the season, all three level on points, and then winner takes all. Well, it's going to happen one day. Alonso and Hamilton will both have to leave the sport one day. We all know it's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen at some point, and we've got to be prepared for it. Yeah, I rate Isaac Hadjar and I do rate Bortoletto. They are two of my favourite drivers on the grid. I do rate Bortoletto and I do rate Isaac Hadjar as well.
Yes! Excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work! Come on,
I think Hadjar and Bortoletto. Hamilton is the reason why I started watching F1. Sebastian Vettel was the main reason I started watching F1, and I was gutted when he retired. I was gutted when Vettel retired. I would love Sebastian Vettel to come back, I really would.
Well, that wraps up qualifying.
I would love Sebastian Vettel to actually come back to Formula 1. He's one of my favourite drivers of all time. I just think it went downhill when he went to Ferrari, unfortunately, but it is what it is, isn't it, really? Yeah, pole by second. Well, exactly. Please smash that like button, everybody, if you're watching. Please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. It is due to rain at the British Grand Prix. It is due to rain, but I don't know if that's at the beginning of the race or at the end of the race. I've got absolutely no clue. I've got absolutely no idea if it's going to rain at the end, the beginning, the middle, or the end. I've got no clue. It is due to rain with sunny spells, but apart from that, F1 2020 the GOAT. Oh yeah, F1 2020 was a fantastic game. Completely agree. F1 2020 was a fantastic game. They've actually done some very, very good F1 games. This at the start was very, very good. But I know a lot of people have abandoned the Creator Series sections. I know a lot of people have abandoned the open lobby sections. That seems to have died off quite quickly.
You join us in the United Kingdom.
I think the game just gets boring
after
a while.
It's alternatively
I think the game just gets boring after a while because not a lot of people participate in the games, which is sad, really. But I think that again, when a game starts dying off a few months after,
it's Silverstone.
It's you know what I mean.
British Grand Prix.
I'm needing a Hamilton podium
straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire. The 18 corners of Silverstone circuit.
Hamilton on pole would be fantastic, but I just don't see it happening. That Ferrari quick enough.
It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey. But the magic
and apparently said, oh, we're trying to get the best out of it. Yeah, I didn't see any of that on Sunday.
So I didn't see that Ferrari on Sunday. From starting, here's what today's grid rundown
what was that
looks
then?
like.
Because that Grand Prix was boring.
A fantastic effort from
if
Charles
you look
Leclerc
at Ferrari,
yesterday,
they had Alonso,
Vettel,
now Hamilton. They keep
Oscar
playing.
Piastri
Exactly,
the front
they keep taking
Moving
the risks.
on to the rest of the grid.
Exactly,
we have
completely agree.
Norris, Hamilton.
They needed someone
George
younger.
Russell
They needed
and
someone
Ocon.
who's got age, youth on
Gasly,
his side, and
Sainz,
massive potential to make it
Fernando
to the top
Alonso,
of F1.
and Nico
They had a
Hulkenberg.
great race to start the weekend. The race was a
Antonelli,
letdown.
Hadjar,
Oh yeah, the race was a
Alex
letdown.
Albon,
Ollie's
and
right.
Tsunoda.
Ollie is right. Behrman driver of the day
Verstappen,
as well. Is Max
Jack
the next
Doohan,
Ferrari
and
race?
Liam Lawson.
Behrman driver of the day by a
Bortoleto,
mile.
and Lance
Imagine
Stroll
if Behrman
brings the
would have
grid
got
to a
like
close.
P3. Imagine
That's
if
it
Behrman
then,
would have got like
it's time to go
P3.
racing
That
as
would have
we
been
head down
quality.
trackside for
But
today's
again,
race.
I agree. He deserved to get driver of the day. He was the best
alongside me
driver on
today,
track.
former
Even though
Formula
Lando
One
won,
driver
they take
and
all the
former
limelight away
world
from Ollie
champion
Behrman.
too. See,
Oliver
told you I'd
Behrman
give
was
you
the
a big
best
intro.
guy on track.
Anthony Davidson,
Because he
hello.
got
Let's look at
P4.
their
That is
season,
Haas's
and
best
particularly
result
against their teammate.
for a
Fair
very,
to
very
say,
long time.
They've got the better
I
of
think
them
the
more
only
often
was
than
it
not.
Belgium? They
you know,
last
rule
got
number
P4.
one, beat your
Was it?
teammate.
Was
They're
it?
the
No,
one
not
that
Belgium.
share
Was
the
it
same
Austria? The
equipment
last
as
time
you.
they got P4,
And yes, the
and was
cars
it with
can
Roman
vary and set
Grosjean?
up
Haas?
from race to race, and
I
depending
think
on
it was the
who
Austrian
has
Grand
which
Prix. And
style.
Grosjean finished
But
P4.
essentially, they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do. And it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on.
F1, even the
this
rules, the
momentum, this
wheel-to-wheel
energy through
races
the rest
just
of the
died,
season.
really. Exactly, Vinny, you're making some fantastic points, mate. I
Okay,
doubt he'll leave
radio
for
check.
Ferrari, seeing how
Radio
likely
check.
it is for him to compete. Was it Magnussen? I think it was either Magnussen or Grosjean. Right, remind me after everybody, we are going to have to change the components for the next race. We're only doing Austria, and we're only doing the British Grand Prix on this stream today. We're not doing another race afterwards. We'll do like the qualifying and the practice, but apart from that, we're not going to be doing any of the races afterwards today.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Yeah, like I was really happy for Ben at the weekend. Like I was absolutely buzzing for him. Like I'm so glad he got P4. That was the highlight of the race for me. That was the highlight of the race. Like him getting P4 was the best result Haas have had in a very, very long time. So again, Oliver Behrman has got plenty of potential as well. Behrman's got so much potential in him. There is a little bit of immaturity there, and Haas have said that, and they're trying to get that out of him. But I think that P4 will really, really help him bring it back down. So, yeah, I think that P4 has really, really helped Behrman. Like, I think that's his best ever career finish ever in the sport. So, yeah, absolutely buzzing for him, really. Absolutely buzzing. That was a great result for Haas, and I'm really happy for them.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Yeah, I'm excited for Behrman's future. Like, I'm excited for Behrman's future as well. Like, I'm excited. I think there's only one team and one team he'll go to, and it'll be the Red of Scuderia Ferrari. I think that's the only team realistically I can see Behrman ending up in. And I think if Hamilton was to retire, they would be getting Behrman out of Haas pretty quickly. His racecraft is really good for a rookie. Exactly. His rookie season, his racecraft was brilliant on Sunday, and he really, really stepped up. Really, really stepped up. I think he'll end up at Ferrari. I seriously think Behrman will end up as a future Ferrari driver, because I think what could potentially happen, because I know Leclerc's in talks to join a new team in 2027, so if they was to lose Leclerc and Hamilton, then Ferrari would need 2 new drivers. So I would possibly go Behrman as one of them, but I don't know what other driver I would go for. You would need someone experienced to lead the team, because you wouldn't want youngsters leading the team with their lack of experience. I'm not saying like Behrman hasn't got the experience to lead teams and stuff like that, but if you were to have Behrman and another rookie driver, then that would be a risk for Ferrari that might massively backfire in a bad way. So they would need like Behrman and somebody else. I hope Hadjar doesn't go to Red Bull. Yeah, I hope Hadjar doesn't go to Red Bull. Would you take Russell? Would you think Russell would join Ferrari? Well, apparently George Russell's only signed a 1-year contract extension until 2027. So even though he's contracted until 2026, he's got a contract extension until 2027. So apparently, if that doesn't go right next season for him, they could look to drop Russell and go and get Verstappen, which I still think is going to happen anyway. Behrman and Verstappen. Yeah, that potentially. Like Ferrari, I think would be all over Verstappen. And I think a Behrman lineup. But you know what? I actually like that thinking. That is probably comment of the live stream so far. Behrman and a Verstappen lineup I could actually see working. That would be sick. That would be absolutely sick. So shout out to that person in the live chat for making that contribution to the live chat. I think that's a fantastic driver lineup. You've got the experience and then the youth coming through. So that could work. That could massively work. I've never thought about it until now. Verstappen and Behrman. Actually got a nice. It's actually a sick lineup. It's a very, very sick lineup. And I think it could work because you've got the experience of Max leading the team and helping Behrman also to grow into the Ferrari leadership role in the future. If you are new to my TikTok, by the way, smash that like button. Please give me a follow. We'd really appreciate the guys' support. Thank you to everybody that's watching, by the way. It's a sick lineup. It's a sick lineup. I think it's fantastic. I would like to see that happen. Like, I would like to see that driver lineup actually come to fruition and actually happen. That at Ferrari would be interesting. But you would need to build Max a good car, though. You would need to build Max a good car. And obviously, it would have to also help Behrman also in the team also. So I think Behrman and Verstappen's got a nice, it's got a nice saying to it. If you are new to my TikTok, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow if you're watching. We'd really appreciate it. I'm excited to see which engine will be the best. Apparently it's meant to be Mercedes, isn't it? Apparently it's meant to be Mercedes. And apparently they're going to dominate the sport next season, apparently. So, yeah, apparently it's going to be Mercedes. Weather report.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Dries definitely seem like the fastest.
Yeah, it's meant to be Mercedes. Apparently, the engine Mercedes have got for next season is going to be fantastic. So, yeah, let's wait and see. Yeah, rumours are just rumours. That is a very good point. Rumours are just rumours. I think Williams will fight for wins next year. Well, Aston Martin will have Honda engines. McLaren will have Mercedes engines. Mercedes will have Mercedes engines. Alpine will have Mercedes engines.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, Charles, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it.
So a lot of those teams are probably going to do well next season. A lot of those teams are probably going to do very, very well. Let's hope F1's going to be open next season. Well, it depends on if this Mercedes engine's pretty good and it's going to dominate all season long, which would get incredibly boring. Big fan of Antonelli, hope he does well. Oh yeah, my family absolutely love Antonelli. Like, my family are a big fan of Kimi Antonelli. They've been to Italy a couple of times. They are a big fan of Antonelli. They really, my parents both like him as a driver, so. And so do I. I think Antonelli's got massive potential. And he did actually have a good race at the weekend. Did he get P6 on Sunday, Antonelli? I think he got P6. Russell got told to let him through, so. I think Antonelli, to
great
an
stuff.
extent,
It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. Gap to your teammate behind.
I hope the grid is really close next season. Yeah, so do I. So do I. Only four engines next year, exactly. I hope Antonelli does well. Like, I think there's a future world champion in Antonelli. And if you've got a good car with a good engine in it, I'll tell you what, shot prediction. Antonelli could win the championship next season. That's going to be my big shot prediction. Antonelli to win the championship next season. And that is a big statement for myself. That's a massive, massive statement for myself. The new card check, I mean, it should be either extremely close or very... Yeah, exactly. It's either Antonelli or Russell or Verstappen or Lando. Yeah. Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, Audi. Just got to check. Okay. Alex Albon is out of the session. Alex Albon is out of the British Grand Prix. We've lost Alex Albon with the Williams. He's out of the British Grand Prix. It's going to be... I'm going to make that shot prediction right here, right now. I think Antonelli is going to win the championship next season. And that's a big statement. And I could be massively, massively wrong. But I'm going to make the prediction now. Honda produce engines for Aston Martin. Exactly. Aston Martin have got Honda engines next year. They have got Honda engines. Big statement, but it's not. But it's not an insane. Exactly. I'm making that shot prediction. If you guys want to give me a follow on TikTok, you can, because we have plenty of F1 content coming your guys' way. So if you guys want to get involved, you can.
Caution,
we'd really
caution.
appreciate it, and please smash that like button as well. We'd really appreciate that also. 2026 car will be completely different to drive, so I think it feels better in the car.
Okay,
than
clear.
Russell. But could happen. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Max will adapt well. Piastri will. It depends what the 2026 regulations are going to do to half these teams' cars. That's the big talking point. That's going to be the biggest talking point for next season. What is these regulation changes going to do to half of these teams' cars that they build? That's the big thing. Everybody's going to be looking at it like, what is the 2026 regulations going to do to McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, even the midfield teams like
We're going to box this lap,
Haas,
push hard
Williams,
on the in lap.
Kit Sauber, who are going to, well, Kit Sauber becoming Audi. Cadillac as well, yeah. I keep forgetting Cadillac are on the sport, yeah. Cadillac as well. Alpine, Aston Martin, Racing Bulls. Like, I don't know what these 2026 regulations are going to do, but let's hope there's a positive one for the sport and not a negative. Because if it's a negative, F1 will just get worse. Are Audi expect to be decent or not? Just heard. I don't know. I don't know about Audi yet. Like, I've not heard much myself, to be honest with you. I've not heard a lot myself. They've got the drivers, just need to make sure their car is good. Yeah, I would hate to see Audi struggle.
This lap.
I want to see Cadillac do really well as well. I want to see Cadillac with Perez and Bottas do well. And when F1 26 is out, we will be doing a Sergio Perez career as well, which I'm really looking forward to. I think Lewis should think of leaving Ferrari. Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll leave Ferrari at one point. If you're new to my TikTok, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it, guys. If you're watching, everybody that's tuned in. He doesn't have many options is the problem. I think if Lewis Hamilton quits F1, he'll quit the sport completely. So I'm going to have some cars to overtake here. So Norris, Hamilton, Piastri. I'm hoping I'm going to get out in front of
Antonelli. Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
But I am going to be on fresher tyres. So I've got Antonelli, Piastri, Hamilton, Norris all in front of me. which is a little bit of a worry considering, you know, I have a feeling he would look good. Do you know what? Yeah, Hamilton to Williams would be interesting. A Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton driver lineup would be interesting. Yeah, it's a good shout. I still believe if Hamilton has a good car, he can win his 8th championship. I don't think he will win an 8th championship. I think he will retire in the next season.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Yeah, the Ferrari is a bit of a rocket ship.
Lewis is in the pits now.
Yeah, the Ferrari is a bit of a rocket ship. It is, especially the upgrades I've added onto the car, so yeah, it is a bit of a rocket ship. Albon should go to... Imagine if Albon went back to Red Bull. Can you imagine if Alex Albon went back to Red Bull?
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate.
Race, yeah,
or you might want to
exactly.
try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
I'm glad you guys are actually bouncing off one another in the last chat with me as well. It's actually very, very good to have a good conversation with some great, great F1 fans. I thought Red Bull should have got Bottas. I think Red Bull should have kept Perez. In my opinion, I think Red Bull should have kept older Sergio Perez, but now he ain't good enough apparently. Right. But he's better than Lawson and he's better than Tsunoda. I know, right? Until Hamilton got that red flag, he was flying. Yeah, exactly. Completely agree. Well, I think Leclerc and Verstappen should have been given a penalty as well, because if they're going to give Hamilton one, they should have gave Verstappen a penalty because he gained an advantage and he went off track. And he also deliberately barged into Hamilton as well. So I think he also should have been... I think both those drivers should have been given penalties as well as Hamilton. But, you know, if they're going to give one driver a penalty, you might as well give one to Leclerc and Verstappen then as well.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Oh,
okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.1 seconds.
I got that move just right. Let's go. Up to P2. Right, Lando Norris in front. Driver in front.
Lando ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front. 14.1 seconds.
Yeah, there was no need for that VSC. I completely agree with you on
okay, they've done
that
10
VSC
laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 36.0. Okay, Charles, Piastri's behind. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy.
Yes, Mark, I've got to keep Oscar behind me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's very true. Oh yeah, weather report. Weather report.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
There's no rain expected. The FI needs to step up their game. Yeah, completely agree.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Both Ferraris had bad lap times, and there's a reason Lando was leading by so much. I really hope for a chaotic wet race in Brazil. Well, apparently it's meant to chuck it down. I mean, we've got no F1 this weekend, which is a little bit in the way. Like, I would have liked some F1 this weekend, but we need another 2-week break. Really? We need another 2-week break. Why? I can't stand all these brakes in the F1 calendar, by the way. I can't stand all these brakes. Like, they've got more brakes than a fucking Kit Kat. Like, the amount of 2 or 3 week brakes we need to have is ridiculous. Just get more races in which people like. It just gets boring at the weekend otherwise. Let's just get some more races in. Like, if you can race back to back in bloody Mexico and blimmin', what was the race before that, then why do we need another 2 week break? I'm not a big fan of MotoGP, but I respect people that like it. But I'm really not a fan of MotoGP. It's not my thing. I like Formula E. I watch Formula E. I watch my IndyCar, and they are bringing out an IndyCar game next year. They are bringing out an IndyCar game, which we will be getting, which I'm really buzzing for. I've been asking for an IndyCar game for God knows how long. And they've got an IndyCar game coming out in 2026, which we definitely will be playing and streaming at the same time, which is going to be really exciting. Can't wait to have IndyCar racing on my TikTok. There's plenty of new games. I mean, the new Call of Duty's out in a few weeks as well, which is really good, exciting. And you've got a co-op on the campaign as well, which I'm really looking forward to. I go there still to every year, and I love the IndyCar game's going to be fantastic, isn't it? The IndyCar game's going to be great. Completely agree with you on that. It's going to be a fantastic game to play. And we will be doing an Alex Palou career, obviously, because Alex Palou is my favourite IndyCar driver.
Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can.
Confirm change.
Understood. Copy that.
Formula 1 is the best thing it is. No one runs away with it. It's all close. Exactly. Formula E, yeah. Formula E is fantastic. Yeah, I love my IndyCar.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue.
Oh, we're going on the softs. We're going on the softs next. About lap 17 to lap 20, we're going to go on the soft side because there's only 6 laps remaining for the race. We're due to go on the softs. If you're new to my TikTok, please give me a follow, smash that like button, would really appreciate it. I might do one with Joseph, a Joseph Newgarden career would be sick, and a Scott Dixon one. You could do a Santino Ferrucci, you could do Alex Palou, Joseph Newgarden, Alexander Rossi. There's so many IndyCar drivers you could do a driver career with. I'm going to be doing quite a few, I reckon. I'm definitely going to do an Alex Palou one. Scott Dixon, I definitely will. Joseph Newgarden, I probably will. I think Roman Grosjean's going to be back in IndyCar next year, so I might even do a Roman Grosjean driver career as well. So that IndyCar game, I think, is going to be immense. Like, I can't wait for that to come out. Yeah, Theo Porcher. Yeah, Theo Porcher does race in Formula 1. Yeah, he does. You've got Robert Schwartzman as well. He's also in IndyCar. Ex-Ferrari test driver Callum Ilott is also in IndyCar. There's so many drivers you could do a career with. Like, it's going to be really exciting. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, IndyCar's going to be good, but then you've got the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7's out on November the 14th, so we'll definitely be doing that, and that's going to be a campaign mode, so you're able to do that with 2 or 3 people, which is exciting. You've got IndyCar, you've got Call of Duty Black Ops 7, you've got GTA 6 out next year as well. There are rumours that Manchester United want Joby Bellingham. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard Man United are looking at Joby Bellingham. Don't know how true it is, but I mean, at least it's a midfield option. At least it's a midfield option. Because I do think if, like, Mainu does go on loan,
oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on soft.
Like, I think if you were to bring a midfielder in, I think either you would look at Joby Bellingham, maybe one of Conor Gallagher or Adam Walton.
Gap to your teammate behind, 13.5 seconds.
A lot, which is interesting. I mean, we should have got a midfielder in the summer. I don't know why we didn't do it, but that'd be an interesting question I would ask in front of the board. Why the hell did you sign a midfielder in the summer where we know we needed one? If they could get Joby Bellingham on loan with an option to buy...
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Right, there's rain forecast in 15 minutes.
Okay, Lewis is in for his stop.
Right, just a quick race update. It is due to rain in about 15 odd minutes. Your top 5, P1 is Charles Leclerc, P2 is Lando Norris, P3 is Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly's at P4, Hamilton is at P5. Yeah, I don't rate Liverpool's second goalkeeper. I think he's shit, to be honest. I don't rate their goalkeeper whatsoever. I thought he was terrible against Brentford as well.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
Well, we are boxing this lap. Do you think Manchester United will finish in the top 4? Yes, I think they will. Bournemouth and Sunderland will fall off at some point. At some point they will start falling off. It's not going to last forever, I don't think. Tottenham will be Tottenham. Arsenal always get nerves near the end of the season. They want to win the league. As a Liverpool fan, I was excited, but now they have seen him. I don't know what's going wrong for Liverpool this season.
Okay, Charles, we want to make sure we're saving some ERS.
I really
so let's try and charge it up now.
What's going wrong at Liverpool. It's a really, really weird one. So I thought when Liverpool signed Furtz and Isak and Frimpong, I thought Liverpool were going to run away with the league, and I don't understand what has gone so wrong at them since. So it's a really, really weird one, to be honest with you. It's a really, really weird one.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
So I think Lando Norris is going to retake the lead of the British Grand Prix, because we are now due to box on the soft compound tyre. We've got 8 laps to go of the British Grand Prix as well. Verstappen's in P10. Tsunoda's in P11. Antonelli's P13. Last year we were still playing Klopp's style of football but now we have gone to Slots. Yeah, it is theoretically Slots' team now, isn't it? It's not Klopp's team anymore, is it? So yeah, it's gone wrong at Liverpool this season, but it's weird. It's just a weird season.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
We've ready. Oh, for fuck's sake! I've come off badly. Shit. Fuck's sake. That's my tyres gone.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
Yeah, I think, you do need a critical left winger. Like, you've got Gakpo, but he's probably your only best player on that position you've got at the moment, I would say. So, yeah, I think you need another winger. Obviously, Chiesa can't get in the team, so he starts on the bench a lot, so maybe Slot doesn't rate Chiesa or something like that. Yeah, Luis Diaz was quality for you. I don't know why Liverpool let him go. It's a really, really weird one. If I get fastest lap after coming off at the beginning when I exit the pits, would be laughing.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Yeah, got Crystal Palace versus Liverpool tomorrow. Yeah, that's in the Carabao Cup. I keep forgetting there's Carabao Cup action this week. Yeah, if you don't beat Palace tomorrow and you don't win at the weekend, I don't know what's going on at Liverpool. It's Slot loses 7 games in a row, I think he'll be gone. Yeah, Liverpool can't keep losing. That's one thing for sure. Liverpool can't keep losing week in, week out. I don't think the Liverpool owners are going to stand for it either, to be honest. So I think Lando Norris has got this British Grand Prix won. I think Ferrari have fucked up the strategy. Per bloody Ferrari. I've got full confidence that we can beat Liverpool. I've shown it in the past. Yeah, exactly. And you've already beaten them this season at home, so.
Okay, keep the car ahead under pressure. They might make a mistake. Gap is only 2 seconds now.
Engineer quiet.
Okay, copy that.
Don't need Mark in my ear every fucking lap. Right, we've got 4 laps here to catch Lando. We've got 4 laps.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
I think Lando Norris has got the British Grand Prix one. Fuck. This has remembers of Sunday. Why is the safety car out? Would you sell Maguire in January? Well, I think they're on about trying to give Maguire a new contract but on reduced wages, aren't they? So I think the race has been screwed now. I can't win this race. Whatever the reason is for the safety car being out, it doesn't even say. Like, why is the safety car out? Everybody's fine on track. What the fuck's happened for this safety car to come out? Like, how many laps are we going to be behind this? Just look how long this is going to take. I've got even back markers behind me now. I generally cannot believe this. I can't believe we are not going to win the British Grand Prix. Like, I'm glad I've got my battery fully charged, but again, how many laps are we going to be behind the safety car? Like, we've lost lap 23. If not, we're going to lose lap 24. This has got remembrance of bloody Sunday. Verstappen, Leclerc, DSC came out. I've got a full bloody safety car. If you're new to my TikTok and you're watching, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, this is so finishing behind the safety car, isn't it? And the thing is, the back markers are going to have to be told to be let through. This is really annoying. I can't believe we've lost this race. If that safety car did not come out, I would have got Norris as well. This is going to take ages getting the grid together. It's going to take forever and ever. Safety car's in this lap. Safety car is
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Got him. Got him. Come on, Lewis, let's go. Come on. Have a look at it, isn't it? Come on, Lewis. Yeah, it's actually on 60 AI difficulty, I think you find. It's actually on 60. It's on 60 AI. A race on 60 AI difficulty is the most. It's the most level that I feel comfortable on. Like, I've already tried 110 AI race before, and I didn't like it. Uh, 60 AI is classed as hard difficulty. Thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. Welcome to my community. Welcome to my TikTok channel. Great to have you on board. Yeah, Hamilton's got Norris. Hamilton's got... We're going to have a Ferrari 1-2 at the British Grand Prix. We're going to have a Ferrari 1-2. Let's go. Forza Ferrari. Let's go, let's go. Grande, grande, grande. A Ferrari 1-2.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
Just so I've got to listen to this message quickly. Just having to listen to a message very, very quickly. But all good. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, hard difficulty is classed as 60 to 79 AI difficulty. But we've just got a Ferrari 1-2, P1 and P2 for Scuderia Ferrari. Forza Ferrari! Grande, grande, grande! Forza Forza! Let's go. I honestly thought when that safety car came out, and if it wouldn't have gone in by the end of lap 24 and it was out for lap 25, I think we'd have lost that race. Ferrari could have screwed me. But we've actually won the race. We're level 46 on the podium pass. Level
like that,
46.
Who knows what the sport has in store for us next
and we've got
time
a Ferrari
out.
1-2.
Be sure to join us once
Sod you,
again
McLaren.
as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Pretty happy with this result. Pretty happy with today's stream so far. And we got 60% recognition. And we've unlocked a few new perks as well. 3 new perks actually. Actually had a really good stream. We've got 7 wins in a row.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport. And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
Right, I've got 689 R&D points. We are going to have to change the components. I will take a grid penalty. It doesn't really bother me. I'd rather have new components on the car than not have the components go bang. I got for that. This is the problem that I've got. This is the problem. I've not really got enough. Really. That's 1,160. That's 612. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do the ice reliability testing. I'll do that. We're now top on the vehicle performance as well. We're now top on the vehicle performance. That's crazy. Oh. I don't know why they keep giving me, like, sprint weekend tyre allocation. Like, I do know how a sprint race fucking works. Oh, it's going to rain in the sprint qualifying as well. Shit. This is the problem with the sprint allocation. This is the big problem. They don't give you enough time to do practice one or get any resource points from it. This is my big fucking argument. Because what are you meant to achieve? I ain't even got enough time to do... Well, I could try that again. Score 30 points or over. That's failed again. That's failed as well. That practice one was pointless. That practice one was pointless. What was the point? 327 resource points is all we've got. I wish there was a way of having unlimited resources at the start of your driver career. I wish that was a possibility. It's so difficult otherwise to do. Like, it's so difficult. Right, I'll do the sprint qualifier and I'll do the sprint because it's only 8 laps. I'll do the sprint. It doesn't really bother me. I'll do the sprint qualifier and then the sprint. I'll do it. Might as well.
High-speed straights, heavy elevation changes and dramatic
so you've got
corners.
actually 3 races in one stream today. You've actually got 3 races.
Day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Right, and this is, again, this is going to be a full wet qualifying for the sprint as well, which I fucking hate. This is going to go so badly wrong. This in the rain is fucking horrendous. This in the rain is awful. But to be fair, we're keeping the car on track. And that's with battery and ERS and DRS. 207 miles per hour. That's really good. Fucking hell, that is so hard to see in the rain. Thank you for the fights. Thank you for the likes, Leo. Very much appreciated, mate. Thank you for that. Legend. If you are new to my TikTok and you're watching, please give me a follow, smash that like button. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys can't always watch the content, it does get uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is in my TikTok bio. So if you want to check that out, you can. And thank you for the likes, Leo, as well. Very much appreciated, my friend. Absolute legend. And thank you for the follow as well. Great to have you on board on this community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to say this is probably my best qualifying I've actually ever had in the rain. This is... Yeah, you're an absolute legend, mate. Absolute legend. Welcome to the community. Great to have you part of it. Welcome, welcome, my friend. I've got a really bad itchy nose. Ow. I hate that when you get a bloody itch during a bloody race. It's so annoying. Why can't I use my overtake? I'm surprised I didn't get penalised then. I don't want Piastri on fucking pole. Yeah, you get off my pole position, Piastri. I want it. I want pole position. Fucking get in, let's go.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
We maximized like crazy this quality.
Right, so we've done the sprint qualifying for Belgium.
And that's it.
We'll do the sprint race, and then we'll do the sprint.
Over the rest of the
I know you said sprint again. I'm not bloody Usain Bolt. So we've done the sprint qualifying for the sprint race, and then we'll do the qualifying for the main race. So we're going to do the sprint race itself. So you've got 3 Grand Prix in one day. You've got 3 races in one day, which is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, I love this Grand Prix. I don't know why we've got a sprint race at it. I wish I could turn the sprint race off. But then again, it's extra points for the championship, granted, for the driver and for the constructor. But why do we have a sprint race in Belgium? Can I just quote this? Why do we have a sprint race for Belgium? Like, really? What was 400, sorry? Oh, the MGU-H improved materials, and then the turbo 950. That's quite a lot, to be fair.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw
See, this is what I don't
to
get.
take
It's
them to
now
the top?
completely dry for the sprint race. But then again, in the sprint qualifying, not sprint qualifying, for the race qualifying, it's then going to chuck it down again.
Historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 meters of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint.
Just to let you guys know, we have got some
Leclerc
Hogwarts Legacy tomorrow afternoon as well. We've got Hogwarts Legacy back
completes
tomorrow
the front
afternoon.
row.
Episode
Looking at the rest of
11
today's grid,
tomorrow
we
for
have
Hogwarts Legacy,
Norris,
which I'm really looking forward to. Lewis Hamilton's
Max
P4 in the sprint,
and
which
Russell.
is good. Max is in P5.
Albon, Sainz, Fernando Alonso.
This is really helping the
and
championship
Nico
as well.
Hülkenberg.
This is really helping the
Ocon,
championship.
Antonelli,
Antonelli's doing
Lance
awful for
Stroll,
Mercedes, isn't he?
and Behrman, Gasly, Sonoda,
P12 for
Gabriel
Antonelli's
Bortoleto,
crap in it.
and Liam Lawson.
It's Western
and Jack Doohan rounds off the
Jack
grid.
Doohan's plum last.
Which of these drivers
I can't
will
believe
get
they've
pole
not done an
position
update yet
We'll
for
soon find
Colapinto.
out.
Like, I generally can't believe there's been no update for Colapinto. Well, I don't understand why they've not actually done an update for
Anthony
him.
Davidson. Let's look at
But
this.
it makes no sense why, because there should be an update for him.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Check, okay.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yes, Mark, leave me to it. I'm just going to come over to the left-hand side to avoid the right-hand undercut. But I'm not going to use my ERS for the battery deploy so I get to at least now. Look how quick that Ferrari is. That is mental. This is down to all the upgrades we're adding onto it. The upgrades to the R&D is mental for this car. Absolutely bloody hell. Why is it so bright? Fucking hell. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. Fucking hell. How bright does that sun got to be? It's not Teletubby land. Fucking hell, we're not waking up. It's middle of the evening. Oh my god. Yeah, the Teletubbies are definitely out. Fucking hell. Trying to blind me or something. Oh my Christ. What the actual fuck? Jesus Christ. Got more sun here than the bloody newspaper.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
DRS is now being enabled. Well, fucking obviously. I really need Hamilton to finish like at least P2 or P3. I need it for the constructors, really, to be honest. Albon's got past Verstappen. He did. Albon's got past Verstappen again. Albon's absolutely flying. I mean, it's only 8 laps, so I thought I would do the sprint race. It's only 8 laps. So a little bit longer today. I completely forgot we had Belgium sprint race again today, so that's my bad for not looking at the schedule. If there's a way of removing the sprint races from F1 26, I'm gonna freaking do it. I can't stand the sprint races. I just find them pointless, really. I just find the sprint races really boring. Yes, there's extra points granted, but like, you're just damaging components on the car, really. And again, I've had to change all mine back to literally 0 again, because everything was in the red and the orange, so make sure when you look at the components, if anything's in the red and the orange on your game, bloody change the components up.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
To be fair, this is only 8 laps, so I thought I'd chuck it in today, might as well. And we'll be back with F1 on. So tomorrow we've got Hogwarts Legacy, Thursday SE26, Friday we'll be back with F1. And most likely that will be with our Max Verstappen driver career or our Lewis Hamilton. I haven't decided which one to do yet Friday. So Saturday I am out Saturday, so there won't be any live content during the day. Obviously there will be a match reaction for Nottingham Forest and Manchester United from the City Ground come the full-time whistle for Saturday evening, but there won't be any content during the day on Saturday because I am actually out and I'm not here. So, yeah. Let's take second place, I hope. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Dan. Me too, buddy. Exactly. I'm on the same wavelength as you. We could actually go second on Saturday if we win. We could actually go second. So, I think we'll get top four because Bournemouth will fall off. Sunderland will fall off as well at some point. They're not going to be there forever. Spurs are Spurs. We know what Spurs are freaking like. As long as we finish in a European spot, I'll take it. Let's finish in a European spot and let's go from there. And we should beat Nottingham Forest. I mean, if they can't even beat frickin' Bournemouth, that says a lot. I mean, Bournemouth have been good this season, but I thought a new manager bounce under Dyche would happen in the league, but clearly that didn't happen. And to be fair, Forest got absolutely battered on Sunday. But then again, they did have their chances, but they didn't take them. This Ferrari is so quick. Bloody hell. I've never known this Ferrari to be this quick. I think this is down to the upgrades. I swearly think this is down to all the upgrades we're adding on the R&D. I think the next 5 games, it'll be Tottenham and Palace, I think, are tough games. Yeah, but if we can beat Sunderland, Liverpool and Brighton, then anything's possible. I'm feeling confident going into those games now. I've got a lot more confidence back in me, to be fair. Like, Palace is going to be tough, Tottenham will be tough, but I don't fear playing them. Like, Palace are beatable, and so are, Tottenham are beatable. I've got a lot more confidence in me than a few weeks ago. Oh, this car is an absolute rocket ship. This car's a rocket ship. There's a starman waiting in the... whatever, and the next bit of the song. It's like fucking Elton John. I'm a rocket man.
Tyre condition still looking good. Okay,
rocket
so we're leading our teammate by 13.9 seconds.
This car's a fucking rocket ship. Now the gap is just getting bigger. That's what she said. Honestly, this is 60 AI difficulty. I tell you what, a lot of people say up the difficulty. I'm not going to change it. I've already done 110 AI race difficulty off streaming. It's just too difficult. Like, it's a level I feel comfortable at. And to be fair, if you add the upgrades onto the car through the R&D, this is how quick the car gets. So it can't just be down to the AI. It's also down to the upgrades that you're adding onto the car. Right, Lewis Hamilton is all over the back of Lando Norris. Come on, Lewis, let's go. We need another, at least get P3. I know it's not super ahead, but imagine we win the league. Look how Liverpool Arsenal would be. I know, right? We wouldn't hear the end of it often if we won the league. It'd be fucking hilarious. Oh no, they're back in front on 21 league titles. Yeah, because we've had a better season than you lot so far. Well, Arsenal probably had a better season than us. Liverpool are still in all the cup competitions. We're not. So, yeah, I think it's just one of those seasons. I think, to be fair, it's just one of those seasons, if I'm being really honest. Because I didn't expect Sunderland to have the start they've had. I didn't expect Bournemouth to be doing this well. I didn't expect Tottenham to be doing this bits here and there under Thomas Frank. You know, it's one of those seasons where everything's a lot different to what it was last season. I mean, Manchester United are above Liverpool and Chelsea at this point. We could go above Man City and Tottenham and Bournemouth and Sunderland if we win on Saturday. I honestly think we're on our way back. I honestly think the confidence is starting to come back. Yeah, exactly. They look like they want to win things, exactly. And that's what we need to hope is going to happen. That's what we need to hope is going to happen. We have goal scorers as well compared to the rubbish that we've had before, exactly. And if you've actually got players that can put the ball in the back of the net, i.e. in Wemo, Kuna, Sesko. And then again, if you look about it a few weeks ago, look at the scenes at bloody Brentford. We honestly thought that was going to be it. I think all of us thought Amram's a goner, but it looks like he's going to survive. Yeah, exactly.
Final lap. Push, push.
Against Brentford, we thought he was going to get sacked after the game because how bad we were. Arsenal, we should have got at least a result at home. Man City, we deserved to lose because we were shit. Fulham, we should have beaten because we were the better team. Apart from that, it's been alright the last few games. 3 wins in a row, 9 points from 9. Bloody sun on the game is so annoying. So there is the sprint race win. Another 8 points to add to our championship total. Got a driver of the day as well. Well, because I was freaking phenomenal, that's why.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend.
I've got a 71 point gap to Max
and of course
Verstappen,
the Grand Prix.
the Drivers' Championship. And we've got a 79 point gap to McLaren in the Constructors. I am going to do the race. What player he is, and looks like he loves playing for United. Exactly. In Buemo, Kuna, Sesko, they all look like they're at home now, which is good. Ow. Oh, so qualifying is actually going to be right. Qualifying is actually going to be okay. So qualifying is fine. It's just the race. It's going to rain and be sunny, but it didn't exactly rain
elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today?
So
it's qualifying day.
I can't imagine why this would be a difficult qualifying. No, the race I meant, not the qualifying. Bloody hell, look how quick it is. 217 miles per hour. Bloody hell. This Ferrari is quick. Oh my god, what a rocket ship we are building on the R&D with this. 217. We found our format as well. I think Ruben cooking something. I love it. Apparently Ruben Amram's now switched to a back four now instead of a back three that's working. So I think that's also helped. Apparently he has stitched his 3-4-3 setup and gone with the traditional 4-3-3 with full back with the back four instead of the back three. So apparently he has changed his formation setup, which I think is the right thing to do.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
We did 217 along that long straight up the hill.
I gave it all, and I think the lap
That's
was
good.
amazing.
That's fucking mental.
Corner I could have done a bit better.
That's crazy. We got a Ferrari 1-2 as well. Oscar Piastri's only in P3, Lando's only in P5, Max Verstappen P4, Antonelli's in P6. That's fantastic for Antonelli. But just a little move and United seem to have found themselves. Exactly. I'm glad Amram has switched to a back four now. It shows it's actually working. And again, we've all been saying it. The 3-4-3 setup was holding us back. And it was. It was making us look really shit. And clearly he's had to change it just to get us to play better football. Thank God he has. Right. I'm going to leave the Charles Leclerc career for today. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for welcome to all the new followers as well. Great to have you all on board, and welcome to everybody that's new to my TikTok community. I am just going to check my podium pass rewards very, very quickly, because obviously you have a podium pass on this game. So I'm just going to check it very, very quickly before I do get off. So I think it's on Player Hub. It's either on Store, and it's on, yeah, it's somewhere here. Yeah, again. So go to your podium pass. This is where everything is stored, and just basically click triangle and then claim all. Again, we've actually nearly completed it, to be fair. We've actually nearly completed this season's podium pass. So right, that's it for today. Thank you to everybody that's tuned into this F125 stream. Massive shout out to everybody in the live chat, everybody that's new, everybody that's become part of this community today, all the new followers, and for all the likes. We'll be back with some more content. We might stream later on this evening, not 100% sure yet, not really made up my mind on that yet. But we will be back with some live content tomorrow afternoon, which will be our Hogwarts Legacy content for the story mode walkthrough. That'll be tomorrow afternoon. That's episode 11. We're on that now with our Gryffindor house walkthrough. So that'll be tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you tune in for that. But like I said, enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of the evening. Stay safe, be nice, be kind to each other. You're all legends, you're all legendary. See you all on the next one.